6-year-old taking a gun to school, students getting arrested for threats, and much more.
We have today's weather forecast with Christian and a look at sports with Ian.
Today is Friday, September 9th, 2024.
And we are live from Studio H12 in the Shore Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School, and you are watching VOX News Today.
Welcome back. I am Wyatt Firestone.
And I'm Violet Wink, and these are your top stories for today.
The death toll from Typhoon Yagi has risen to at least 14 in Vietnam after it made landfall on Saturday just north of Hapyeong, about 75 miles east of Hanoi. At least 3 of deaths were in the capital, Hanoi, and 4 also died from a landslide near Hoa Binh, 62 miles south of Hanoi. Yagi is the equivalent of a Category 4 hurricane with winds up to 130 miles per hour upon landfall. Along with the winds, it brought significant storm surge to northern Vietnam, with heavy rains continuing through the weekend.
A man wanted for allegedly throwing scalding coffee on a baby unprovoked attack at the park in the southern Australian state, Queensland, is now the subject of international manhunt. Queensland Police Detective Inspector Paul Dunn said Monday the workers were working with international partners to find the man identified as 33-year-old foreign national worker who is now known to fled the country 4 days after the alleged attack.
This quiet town with a population just under 4,000, now the epicenter of an international terrorism investigation. Residents say dozens of armed police showed up without warning Wednesday afternoon. The U.S. Department of Justice says a 20-year-old Pakistani national living in Canada was arrested. They say Mohammed Zbek Khan had planned to cross illegally into the U.S. and travel to New York City. They say he intended to kill Jews on the anniversary of Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th. They say the police did not answer any questions from residents.
SpaceX is now among the launch its Polaris mission Tuesday morning. Polaris Dawn is the daring mission to conduct the first ever private spacewalk. It's been postponed several times due to helium issues and weather and still remains serious obstacles. SpaceX said conditions are only 40% favorable for liftoff Thursday morning. The mission has also had trouble finding a window in which conditions will be sustainable Earth orbit flown since the Apollo program in 1961. The mission has 3 launch time opportunities Tuesday morning from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. There are 3 backup opportunities on Wednesday.
Now let's check our weather. Angel, what can you tell us?
Weather has been cooler recently. We will have a look at the week ahead and more after this break.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
Welcome back. I am Christian Hernandez with your weather. The United States in the midst of the both hurricane and the wildfire season, and U.S. homeowners are likely keeping their fingers crossed, not physically, but also financially. A quarter of U.S. homeowners said They are financially unprepared for extreme weather events, according to Bank Rate, which surveyed a national representative sampling of nearly 1,300 homeowners at the end of July. Those most likely say the 29%, the West at the 28%, and the Northeast at 25%. Those least likely to say nowhere is in the Midwest at 19%. If you want to remain cool this weekend, you may want to avoid the western U.S. Roughly 32 million people remain under the heat alerts Saturday. The alerts cover much of southern California, eastern Washington and Oregon, and northern Idaho and southern California. The temperatures can reach as high as 105 degrees, which is about 20 degrees above average. Over a dozen records were either set or tied on Friday, and more records could be set or tied this weekend. However, relief is on the way. The heat is in Southern California, abates by early next week. The heat Pacific Northwest will shift the northern Rockies and northern plains in the upcoming week. Here's a glance at your weather for today. We will have a high of 90, a low of 70. Now let's take a look at our local radar. And it looks like it will be clear today. And here's a national radar. Okay. And let's look at our 7-day forecast. Monday will be a high 86, a low 59. Tuesday will be a high of 87, a low of 60. Wednesday will be a 88 high, as a low of 62. And Thursday will be a 87 high, a low of 62 with 20% rain. This is all I have for weather. Here's Ian Weiner with your sports report.
I'm Ian Weiner, and today I talk about Northern Illinois versus Notre Dame, the Rams versus Northern Illinois versus Notre Dame, and much more.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
McDonald's is honored to serve our communities. McDonald's would like to give the opportunity to come join their team at one of their 11 locations. McDonald's has 5 locations in Cleveland and locations in Athens, Sweetwater, Madisonville, Etowah, Ocoee, and Ottawa. It's as simple as texting APPLY to 38000 or dropping by one of their 11 locations for an application. They offer flexible schedules, tuition assistance, and competitive wages. Come join the winning team at your local McDonald's.
Welcome back. I'm Ian Weiner with your sports. Number 5 ranked Notre Dame played Northern Illinois at home Saturday. You might ask, Ian, why are you talking about this? Notre Dame clearly won. Well, no, it's because Notre Dame sold the clip. Northern Illinois running back Ontario Brown had 225 total yards of offense, but injured in the third quarter, and Notre Dame still lost. It was one of the biggest upsets in college football history, and Notre Dame might not even make the playoffs. This schedule they got is not pretty at all. When the Detroit Lions and Los Angeles Rams faced off, it was an exciting game, ending in a 26-20 win for the Lions. 20-20 tie after the fourth quarter, after a 32-yard field goal by the Lions kicker Jack Bates, ordered it in regulation. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford was sacked by edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson, and the Lions won the coin toss in overtime, seized possession of the ball, and never looked back. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs and Khalif Raymond all had big plays for Detroit's offense, which ultimately won 26-20 thanks to Montgomery's 1-yard touchdown run. Despite losing a 17-3 advantage in the second part of the game, the Lions' victory to start the season 1-0 was fantastic. And here's a look at the final scores from the games last night. The Rays beat the Orioles 2-0. The Yankees beat the Cubs 1-2. Braves beat the Blue Jays 3-4. Marlins beat the Phillies 10-1. Royals beat the Twins 2-0. Mariners beat the Cardinals 10-4. The Pirates beat the Nationals 7-3. The White Sox beat the Red Sox 7-2. The Reds beat the Mets 3-1. Rockies beat the Brewers 4-1. And is that it? Is that everything? Okay. The Rangers beat the Angels 7-4. The Dodgers beat the Guardians 4-0. The Diamondbacks beat the Astros 12-6. The Tigers beat the A's 9-1. The Giants beat the Padres 7-6. And I think that's it for the MLB scores. That is all I have for sports. Stay tuned for more VOX News right after this break.
Right now you're wondering, what's next? Well, Lee University specializes in helping you find your next path, your education, your calling, your faith. Wherever you feel led, we know you can make a difference. That's why your Lee family will be with you to guide the way. No matter what twists and turns lie ahead, you can expect something great from Lee University.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthar, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Welcome back. With the first 21 days of this school year, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office has charged 8 students for making threats of mass violence. For comparison, from August to May the previous year, the officer had only charged 7 students with the same offense. On the second day of the school year, an Ottawa middle school student was arrested for making the claim of having an explosive inside their bag. In recent years, Tennessee has ramped up the consequences for making threats against the school. As of 2023, threats against the school are considered a felony. These threats can be made in any form, including text messages or social media posts.
A mother in Memphis, Tennessee has been arrested after the 6-year-old son brought a loaded gun to school. Authorities say a school resource officer discovered the student passing the gun to other students in class on Thursday. A staff member took the gun from the student's backpack. Thankfully, no one was injured. The 22-year-old mother is now facing multiple charges, including child abuse and carrying weapons on school property.
Wiley Coach, 73, bought his first copy of People magazine in March 1974 at the former Gateway bookstore in downtown Chattanooga. Couch was working at the DuPont plant here at the time. He had grown up reading magazines about movie monsters. He snagged a first edition copy of People one day, hoping it might someday become a collectible.
A new outdoor music venue with capacity for 6,000 people could attract more than 150,000 visitors to Chattanooga per year and fill a gap in the market, according to a new study. Late last month, the Chattanooga Tourism Company, which tracks major events in the region, released the results of the study that recommends the development of a new outdoor amphitheater.
On September 9th, National Teddy Bear Day honors the history of one of childhood's favorite toys. We have all had a special cuddly teddy as a child. Some of us still have our teddy bear from our childhood. No matter what kind of teddy bear you had, this day is a perfect time to celebrate your childhood friend. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
You'll also find more online at our website, BCHS.TV.
Remind your friends to like, subscribe, share in our YouTube channel, BCHS Bear Network.
Tune in each weekday for our newscast. You just can't get enough VOX.
That is all we have for you today from Studio H12 and the Shore Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.